covert operation to destroy Barkov's gas lab. Nikolai's on the inside. He'll provide the explosives. 2 teams will infiltrate. Garrick and I will plant charges on the pipeline. Farah and Alex, you'll get a detonator from Nikolai and rig the main furnace. When the charges are set, get a safe distance and bring it down. That support from Laswell paves the way. The rest is up to us.
Troops in the open north side of the bridge. Call for fire.
3 seconds north.
Good kill, Martin. Good kill. Bell's run. Let's see who's home.
Laura, yalla, yalla.
Perimeter's open, Kate. We're moving in.
Handing off straight control to you now, 3-1.
All right.
Air assets are all yours.
Copy. Good on you, Kate.
You have the con, 3-1. Shoot smart. Watch your out.
Gotta make sure I get my checkpoint here.
Jaguar 47, 3-1, call for fire.
Echo, Jaguar is ready for tasking. Mark it.
Oh no, not lasers again. Fuck. Kidding me?
Mark it down.
Alright, I think I got the checkpoint.
Line up on the APC. Let's go.
Why does the sensitivity feel weird with this thing? Like yesterday I wasn't having problems with it at all.
Jaguar reloading for Echo, Jaguar is ready for tasking. Mark the target. Go out. Jaguar is weapons. 3-1, Jaguar is back in the AO. Ready
Alright.
for target.
I don't know what's going on here. God, I can zoom in. Alright, there's a checkpoint. Alrighty. Welcome back to Modern Warfare. Last time we left off, we were trying to push up to the I don't remember. The lab facility, that's right. Uh-oh. Just destroy these towers. Hopefully it's not danger close.
All APC's down.
3-1, Jaguar is
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoops.
Enemy helicopter.
I'm gonna go over here. Might be a little bit safer.
Enemy helicopter inbound. Take it down.
Echo, Jaguar is on station. Standing by for your mark. Echo, Jaguar is weapon safety.
Over the hell.
Echo, Jaguar is ready for tasking. Mark the target.
Did I miss? I don't know. Oh, that felt weird. Okay. Is that an enemy? Oh shit!
Alex, call in an airstrike.
All right.
Shots out. Last out. You got the whole group. Jaguar is ready for recap.
Fortunately, this thing takes forever to reload.
3-1, Jaguar is back in the AO. Ready for target.
I think I'm getting view kicked. I'm also just not hitting my shots where it should be. Oh, fuck. Arrgh.
Standing by for your mark.
Oh. Wonderful. Isn't that nice? Alright, I'm just gonna wait for this thing to reload. Because it seems like it's the only plan of attack here. Because every time I peek, I end up getting hit. And somehow, a grenade just always happens to find me, no matter where I go. Come on, reload. God damn it. Oh, that's not gonna do shit. Never mind. Okay. Trying to see, like...
Echo, Jaguar is on station. Stand by for your mark.
Oh, I think I hit him. Oops. That wasn't what I wanted. It doesn't matter anyway.
Missile out. Flash out. You got the whole group. Missile out. Got two of them.
I'm trying to be, like, as safe as I can be. Because... Just because. Are we good? I have a feeling there's going to be more. Let me reload. We're going to have to push up to a certain spot and they'll start spawning again.
Almost to the top. Move your ass.
General Bartos! He's here!
Let's make sure he never leaves.
Apparently there was one guy hiding in there. I got my checkpoint at least, so that's good. You know, it's weird. Sometimes it'll give you checkpoints just a lot. Like, it'll give you like 3 checkpoints in a minute. Other times it won't give you a checkpoint for like 10 minutes. Nah, I missed. Oh, look, a grenade. How convenient.
Echo, Jaguar is weapon safe for reload. Stand by.
Yeah, you know, if I mark a freaking flying chopper, you should be able to calculate where the hell it's gonna go. Yeah, it's kind of hard to... There's no way, it doesn't stop. It's constantly moving, so wherever I mark it, the missile's gonna lag behind, and I can't lead it because I need to mark the target. Never mind, I'll just take out the pilot myself because I'm a freaking god. Dude, I swear to God, these magnetized grenades are the worst. Look at that! There's no way! I didn't even see it! You know, usually you'd be able to see the grenade arc right at you. But no, they just spawn it right next to your feet.
2 left. Stitch him up. Clear.
Alright. Just...
Echo team, this is your start line. Find your way
That
to
was weird.
Nikolai for the charges.
Last shot. Barkov should use the gas.
Let's go to work.
We'll get them.
They're well armed for a lab.
We're burying it all.
Heads up. Everyone, fan out!
Oh look, another grenade just spawns right on me. That's cute. Oh look. Let's use some noob tubes. Did Modern Warfare 2 noob tubes? Because I hope so. It sounds so different. Modern Warfare 2, they sound like thump, thump. You know, there was a lot of bass to it. This one kind of sounds like you're hitting something with a wooden mallet. Apparently I can't shoot out that light. Look at that, flanking like a pro. Uh-oh. I can't see. How am I getting shot if I can't see him? It's ridiculous. Oh look, another grenade. Spawning right at my feet. Oh, that's a guy. Luckily I'm demonic on the sticks. Or the keys, I guess. Oh man. Cracked and goated. Whoa, look at all that! Alright, tactical. Yes. Hang on. Don't run up there! You idiot!
Heading to level 3.
That grenade had a freaking long ass fuse time. I didn't think it would blow up that late. I heard a grenade.
Let's go! Outside! That's him!
Alex, Farah,
Nikolai.
come quickly, get their charges.
Alright.
The detonator will start the chain reaction.
Load the furnace, the rest follows.
Correct. Don't lose it.
Why help us?
Barkov is a stain on my country. It will not stand.
Спасибо, Nikolai.
I'll take the
All
rest
right.
of Price and Sergeant Garrick. See you on the other side.
Well. Oh, look at this guy. Sitting here with a shotgun. Is it 725? Probably. Let's see. What does this button do? Let's push it. Oh no! I didn't pick up the grenade? Motherfucker. You have to be in like the exact spot. Oh, fuck it. Blow me up. Alright, apparently I can't blow up. How am I supposed to get up there? Just go all the way around again? You know, I feel like my character is probably like 6 feet, maybe. I think he could bend over and pick up a grenade that's a couple inches away from him. Because it feels like in this game, if I want to throw something back, I have to be right on top of it, and if I mess that up at all, then I just won't grab it. Well, that took a lot longer than I hoped. Alright, that smoke actually helped. Because the enemies could not see me at all. I feel like I shouldn't get rid of this sniper. Because it's special. I'm not going to grab the shotgun. Maybe I should have. Uh-oh. See, I knew that was gonna happen. It's a juggernaut! It's a juggernaut! I heard the juggernaut's not a very good kill streak. I apologize for screaming that loud. Hopefully my compressor's working. We shall cloak ourselves. I'm stuck in a corner! Okay, apparently my noob tube went right through him. What? There's no way I should have missed that. I say, you know what? I am gonna grab this. Alright, yeah. I sat there for too long. That was completely my fault. Should have shot him like twice and then ran away. That looks like an explosive barrel. I don't know why it's not working. Where does my flashbang go? This Juggernaut suit actually works. Well, that was dumb. Shouldn't have been looking at it.
Big boy's down.
Alright, I think he might be dead. Can I grab my weapon? Great, my M4 is gone. Probably because I died. That's fun. Take the Odin. Yeah. I forgot I died after a checkpoint, so... My gun despawned. Oh well. I don't need them for.
Anna, we've got a problem.
What is it?
Echo, this is Actual. How copy?
Send traffic, Actual.
Got eyes on General Barkov. I say again, Barkov is moving to the helipad.
Echo is approaching the furnace now, Actual.
Set your charges and move.
Roger, Echo out.
Ooh,
You
pizza.
heard him. Let's get it done.
Yeah, it looks like it has mushrooms on it. Not a big fan of mushrooms.
The furnace is through here. There's the door.
On it.
Clear. What happened?
Detonator's fucked.
It's dead. I'll go in there.
Do what?
Ignite the furnace.
You'll never get away in time.
I know what I'm doing.
Farah, listen to me.
No, you listen to me. Because of this poison, my people have known something worse than war. I did not come this far to turn back.
I'm not asking you to turn back. I'm asking you to give me the order.
I won't do that.
Commander, please.
I am not your CO.
Then who is? Because someone needs to light this fire and someone needs to kill Barkov. And you can't do both. I've been an assignment my whole life. This is what I believe in. Give me the order.
You are a freedom fighter, Alex.
You're a born leader, Farah. Say the word.
Go.
Yes, ma'am. Good luck.
Bravo, Echo is set at the furnace. Farah's going for the general.
Roger, Echo. Fighting to the pipeline now.
Set, Sergeant.
No ROEs now, huh, Captain?
None at all. Starting with that sniper.
Alright. There's a sniper up there. Can I just... Okay, wasn't good enough. Alright, luckily I do have a real weapon. Oh, jeez. Alright. Fucking sniper. Of course it's not a sniper I can see. Because that wouldn't be fair. A minigun? Well, don't mind if I do. Oh, jeez. You know, I wish this thing would automatically, like, spin up while you're aiming down sight. Kind of like they did in, I think, Black Ops 1 or 2 or both. I don't know. I don't remember what... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like Black Ops 1. When you would aim down sight, the thing would just start spinning so that you're ready to shoot. Okay. So you know what? Let me see. I hate it when they make snipers invisible. Because you're supposed to flank them. Even though, you know, with my superior aim skills, I could completely just headshot him right now. No, no, no way. What? Where did that shot come from? I swear it freaking curved around the corner like it's wanted. My suppressing fire isn't working. See, his scope is going through the sandbags there. That's ridiculous. I don't know why I can't mount on a car. It's impossible. See, I'm supposed to push up, right? And then as soon as I push up past this railing, they spawn like 50 enemies on me. That's how this game works. Spray him down!
On me. Pipes lead this way. Let's get this done.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Right, set the charges. Let's go.
Pipeline charge is hot.
Barkov's fucking out. Navarro, Nikolai, where are you?
Я все равно, сколько сейчас времени! С Москвой мне связь! Быстро!
Say again. Barkov is wheeled up.
Скажите им это генерал Барков!
Ooh,
Меня не будут
sneaky.
Все равно, сколько сейчас времени! С Москвой мне связь! Быстро! Вот, Рим! I should have known! Melissa, you call an army! Follow the...
Got you. Oh.
You!
Oh, E. I thought it said F. Asshole. Jesus Christ, he won't die!
I told your father a long time.
It was like 50 freaking quotes.
Breeds terrorists.
There is only one terrorist here. Out there.
So long. Oh, I wanted to see his body hit the floor. God damn it. Oh no. Oh.
Captain,
That was a weird camera.
Barkov
What?
is dead.
Roger that. Alex, charges set?
Affirmative, sir.
Alex,
I'm not getting out of here. Let's do this.
thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
All clear, Captain.
Roger. All stations on my mark. 3, 2, 1.
Mother Russia would approve.
Oh, he was flying.
Where to?
I was wondering who was flying the
Urzikstan.
whatever this is.
Oh.
Helicopter. Alright. Well, that was a satisfying way to kill a bad guy. Usually it's like you point your gun at the guy's head and just pull the trigger. This one you actually got to stab him a couple times.
Tea.
Yeah, well, I'm a long way from a proper pint.
Russia disowned Barkov.
Well, they didn't have much choice, did they? He's dead.
You took a big bite out of that problem, John.
For now. But left unchecked.
It won't be. General Shepard pulled the files you asked for. What exactly is this about?
A task force.
We already have loose ends.
Then I will tie them.
I can fund assets, not outlaws.
Enjoy the tea, then.
Zakhaev wants Barkov's throne.
I almost buried him in Pripyat with Macmillan.
That was the father. This is the son, Victor.
Lovely family.
They're big fans of Hadir's.
Well, that would explain why he's still alive.
They're gonna get him out.
Then give me what I need.
Who's your crew?
Sergeant Garrick.
Kyle?
Oh, Gaz.
Calling Gaz. He never said anything.
Wait, what?
John McTavish. SAS. Sniper. Demolitions. Goes by SOAP.
Why?
It's classified. There he is.
Soap.
Simon Riley.
There's no picture.
Never. Now the rest. That's neat to know. Unless we got a deal.
What are you calling this task force?
141.
All right, that was pretty cool. So Kyle, I think, is the guy we were playing, the British guy. He's supposed to be Gaz? If I understood that last cutscene correctly. Okay. That's pretty cool. And then, let's see. Well, we got Soap, and we got, who was the other guy? Oh, jeez. Wow, my mind is completely just blanking right now. I forgot. And then the last one, did he say, were there 3 names or were there 4? Jesus Christ. I was so shocked by learning that Kyle is Gaz, or possibly Gaz. I really kind of lost focus. But the last guy, Riley Simon, I'm guessing is probably the guy we're gonna be playing, or that we have played, or we have no picture because, you know, the character we usually play is nobody, unless we're playing Soap. I don't know. Anyway, pretty cool. we see the original Modern Warfare team of Price, Skaz, and Soap. We saw Griggs in this game. Alright, so I'm going to be recording this part, the thoughts and review of the game, a little bit in the future, because when I was editing the video, it seemed like I was rambling a little bit too much. So I'm going to try to keep it a little bit more concise. But as I was saying, it was really cool that they referenced these old school characters from the Modern Warfare series. We have Gaz and Price and Soap, Griggs. It's a nice throwback for the old school fans. So I'm glad they did that. Now they also said that Barkov's son is Zakhaev, who was a main antagonist in Call of Duty 4, I believe. So if that is true, it's pretty cool that they're tying in these characters from the original series into this new take on Warfare. But yeah, the campaign was it was really good. I think it was really well done. I was worried because it might have been a bit controversial. I mean, people were saying it's going to be very intense, it's going to be very realistic, it's going to be kind of like No Russian from Modern Warfare 2, where you do really messed up stuff. So they actually started like the game with some pretty messed up stuff. I mean, the first cutscene, they had a suicide bomber. That's pretty fucked up. And then, you know, Price had to save the civilians in Piccadilly by sacrificing a man because he had a bomb strapped to his chest and there was no way to disarm it. So that one showed that, you know, there are hard decisions to make in Modern Warfare. So, you know, that kind of stuff happens. And Price had to think of, you know, is there a way to save everybody, or is there a way to save most people? And there was a way to save most people that would have worked, that had a pretty high rate of success, or high chance of success, so he went with that. And then there was also another mission where we took this guy's family hostage to make him speak, or yeah, tell us about something. I don't really remember because it was a couple weeks ago. But that was also really messed up, because his family is innocent. He's the terrorist, but you know, sometimes you gotta bend the rules and break the rules in order to fight with those people that are just evil, because they're not gonna follow the rules, so why should you? That was also really messed up, but luckily it gave us the choice to leave them alive or just be evil yourself. I don't know. I think that was the choice we had. I'm not really sure. Like I said, it's been a couple weeks, so I don't really remember that well. And then there was a part with young Farah and young Hadir, where we saw how evil Barkov is, and that did a really good job of developing Barkov as an evil person and an antagonist. And it did a good job of showing why Farah and Hadir are so against him. So, or why Farah is the most against him. So, these controversial moments did a good job of showing how bad war is, pretty much. Because, you know, you see that people have to make these split decisions very fast, and you know, you can't hesitate. And then it also did a good job of developing the characters to show why they're evil, or why they're fighting this fight. So I think these missions were risky. I think it worked out because it did a good job of developing the story of this game, and it turned out to be really good. So yeah. Now the other thing, the game just looked really good. The game ran pretty well, and it just looked good. The only problem is I did have a little bit of an issue trying to stream and record this game at the same time. Sometimes there would be some encoding issues, but that's really it. I think it may have something to do with my hardware because my PC is a few years old, but it may also have something to do with this game because this is the only game that the encoding issues happen on. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that too much. But the game ran really well, so. Next thing, they tried to make the game feel very realistic, and I think it worked out really well for the campaign. Because, you know, when you're fighting against AI, the AI are programmed to act a certain way, so they're not going to be playing in a way that's frustrating to the player that much. Whereas in multiplayer, the realistic aspect doesn't really work out, because it means there's going to be more campers, more defensive play, slower gameplay, and it's just going to be frustrating because you can't control what the other players do. In the campaign, you know that the AI are going to act a certain way, so you can kind of compensate and adapt that way. But I like the realistic approach for the campaign. You know, the guns felt like they had recoil, they sounded good. You know, mounting actually was useful. But you also didn't have to play super campy or anything because you could predict how the enemy was going to act. Whereas in multiplayer, you can't really predict that, and you kind of have to slow down your gameplay so that you're safer, I guess. Realism doesn't really translate that well to multiplayer. But for a campaign and a story like Modern Warfare's, I think it works really well. I did encounter a couple glitches. There was the embassy one where I had a laser that I was using to target areas for these missiles to hit. There's nothing left on the map, no enemies left, but the game wouldn't move on, so I had to aim in the far left corner of the map and spam rockets over there and hope that they would hit something which would trigger the next part of the mission. And eventually it did. It is a well-known issue on Reddit, which is, I guess, kind of a good thing and a bad thing. Good because I was able to find the solution there. But it's also bad because if it's a well-known issue that a lot of people have had, why didn't Infinity Ward find that when they were testing their game, if they were testing their game? It feels like they shouldn't have had that issue. They should have been able to fix it pretty easily. I don't know. And the other glitch was Farah got stuck on a corner, and to fix that I just had to go to the corner before her and make sure she didn't hit it. I would just bump her out of the way, and you know, things would work out that way. So it's a weird glitch, but at least I was able to fix it pretty easily. And then the last thing was the checkpoint system. It still sucks, just like it did in Call of Duty 4. There was one mission where we were playing as Gaz, or I mean Kyle. Whoops. You know, it was at night. We had to sneak around like 3 buildings and see if these 3 people knew something. Went through all 3 just fine. Really no issues. Unfortunately, I got killed by a guy sitting in a corner. Because it's Modern Warfare, of course. I'm like, okay, now I know he's there. I'll just make sure to look at that corner next time. But apparently, I didn't have a checkpoint since before I did this. Before I completed the second area and checked on the second guy. So I had to redo everything, pretty much. There was a vehicle that I had taken out previously. That wasn't taken out anymore. There were enemies I took out all over the place. They were there again. So it made it a lot harder. And I tried to do the same thing I did the first time, but it just didn't work out the same way. I don't know why, but it set me back a lot. I ended up taking like 15 minutes to get back to where I died the first time. And, you know, that's basically because the checkpoint system just screwed me over. I should have gotten a checkpoint after I interrogated this second guy, and after the third guy, I should have gotten another checkpoint, which would have set me back a minute if the checkpoint system had been working properly. But it didn't, and it set me back like 5 minutes, and it took me an extra like 15 minutes to get back because I had to play differently, and I was also a little bit upset, so I was probably making bad decisions and stuff. So, and then going through the rest of the mission took another 15 minutes because, like I said, I was on tilt and, you know, just making bad decisions. I just wanted to get this thing over with, and it just didn't work out. So, getting through that mission was a lot longer than it should have been if if the checkpoint system was working better. I don't know what happened there. It was really frustrating. I think that's about it. This next part, I don't know if there's a cutscene after the credits roll or if it happened earlier. But the story pretty much continues in Spec Ops. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And you know, Spec Ops, I've heard there's a lot of glitches. There's a bug, or there's a lot of bugs in Spec Ops, and the difficulty is just like ridiculously hard. So I don't really have an interest in playing Spec Ops, and it kind of sucks that the story continues over there. But what are you gonna do? And that's pretty much it. So positive things about this game I have to say are the campaign's just really good. The guns feel good. I'm glad that they've added crossplay into multiplayer, because usually, you know, if you're trying to play with friends and you're all on different systems, can't play together. It also increases the size of who you can play with. It's like, this is really good for PC players because usually a month into the game's life, the game just dies on PC. And, you know, playing against the same players over and over again. But now PC players can play with console players, so everybody that's playing Call of Duty has the potential to play with each other as long as they don't turn off crossplay. But it's nice that you have like so many more other players to play with rather than just the people that are on the same console as you. So crossplay is a very good addition. And then they've also added create a class in the middle of matches. So if you put a sight on a gun and you end up not liking it, you can go into the menu and just take it off and play the rest of the match without it, or with a different sight or whatever, different attachment, you know, stuff like that. So you can mess with your classes in game. You don't have to wait until the end of the match to mess with stuff. So that's really good. And like I said, the graphics are just really, really good as well. But even though there's a lot of positives in this game, the multiplayer is the main reason why people play Call of Duty, and it's just not good. It's really boring, it's slow, it's frustrating, and it's just catered too much to bad players. And because of that, I haven't been able to have fun with the game, and I've put 30-something hours into the multiplayer because I've been streaming it a lot. There are some moments where it's like, oh, that was cool. You know, you get like a nice little clip or something, but that's pretty much it. Trying to get good gameplays, trying to get good scores, it's really hard to do. And, you know, playing the objective, which is something I always do, it's not worth it in this game because you don't get score streaks from it. You barely get any XP for jumping on a flag. And if you jump on a flag, you're pretty much going to die instantly anyway because there's so many lines of sight to keep track of. So it's just not worth it, and it's really hard to have fun with this game. The time to kill is very low, so you die super fast. And the maps just suck because there's so many lines of sight to keep track of. You're pretty much always going to have somebody sitting somewhere off your screen that's going to be able to snipe you or pick you off from somewhere that you can't see because you weren't looking in that direction. So trying to do consistently well in this game is just pretty much impossible. There's also a lot of safe spaces so that bad players can sit in a corner and camp there for a bit, or for the entire match usually. Mounting has made head glitching a lot worse because now you can just mount your gun against the wall or on a piece of cover, and you basically have 0 recoil. And it's very hard to see the player as well. And that's another issue, is just visibility in general. You can't see anything on this game. Players do not pop out at all. They just blend in with everything. Blend in with shadows, blend in with walls, blend in with bushes. And you can't tell the enemies apart from your teammates. That's another big issue. I'll look at a teammate, they won't have a name tag above their head. I'm like, oh, that's an enemy. I'll shoot him. It's like, hey, check your fire. It's like, oh shit, that's a teammate. And then sometimes I'll see an enemy, but I'll see the blue dot of my teammate through a wall. I'm like, oh, that's a teammate. And then they end up shooting me and freaking I die. And it's like, oh, that was an enemy. I just saw the teammate's name tag through a wall. And it's like, it's stuff like that that's just really frustrating. And the characters on an enemy team and a friendly team look pretty much exactly the same to me. There's no difference in colors. There's no difference in character model. Well, there is a difference in character model, but my brain doesn't process it that fast, and it's also very hard to see the enemy to begin with, so trying to see the person's face is just nearly impossible. You have to look at what they're wearing, and both teams basically wear the same clothing, so visibility in this game is just so bad, and I don't think it's worth the frustration of going through. And this is coming from somebody who's been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4. I actually played Finest Hour before that because I only had a PS2 and I didn't have a 360, so I had to play Finest Hour until I got my 360, and then I started playing Call of Duty 4, and then playing pretty much ever since then. So, it's really disappointing that the multiplayer is so bad, because there are so many good things about this game. The crossplay, the campaign, but the multiplayer is just so frustrating because of the visibility, because of the maps. Skill-based matchmaking is a thing, so if you ever see yourself start to improve, you're just going to be shit on by better players once you start to improve. So I don't mind a competition every once in a while, but I do like pub stomping. That's the main reason why I like Call of Duty, is getting those big gameplays. You know, that's the most fun thing about the game. But now you're lucky if you break 20 kills in a TDM. Most of the time it's like 13 kills. I don't play TDM anymore. Domination, I would be able to break like 30 to 40 kills. In this game, I might get 20, 25 maybe, if I'm lucky. In Ground War, same thing. There's 64 players in Ground War. You'd think you'd see some big scores, but most of the time it's like maybe 25 kills. You know, everybody's pretty much average across the board because of players they're playing against, because the maps suck, and because it's very easy for a bad player to get a kill. So I just don't think it's a very well-designed game, and I can't recommend buying this game because the campaign is only 5-6 hours long. Spec Ops is broken from what I've heard, so it's not worth playing that. And multiplayer, it's not fun at all. It doesn't feel like Call of Duty. It feels like a mix between Rainbow Six and Battlefield, but only the boring parts from those things. Like, you can mount against a wall and watch a line of sight like you would in Rainbow Six. And in Battlefield, you can sit back on a hill and snipe people from a distance where they can never see you. So they take those and put them and combine them, and you basically have Modern Warfare, where there's just a lot of camping and boring gameplay, and it's just not fun, and I can't recommend it. So, I think that is about it. Yeah, the multiplayer is just so bad, it's not worth the $60. And since the campaign is only 5 to 6 hours, it's really not worth it. But like I said, there was a lot of good in this game, like just the feel of the guns, the campaign, the crossplay, all of that is good, but because the multiplayer is so bad, it just cancels all of that out. So unfortunately, I cannot recommend buying this game. I just recommend waiting for the next one or going back to an older Call of Duty, because you know, this one is, it's just not fun. So that's gonna be it. Let me know what you thought about the game in the comments below. Also, let me know how you felt about the way I edited this playthrough, because usually I'll take the playthrough and cut it into like 30-minute parts, but this time I cut it up by mission, so each mission has its own video. I kind of like doing it that way, but I don't know. Then you get some videos that are like 20 to 30 minutes long, and then you get some videos that are like 7 minutes long. There's a little bit of inconsistency there, but at least you know exactly which mission is going to be in the video. So yeah, let me know what you thought about that, and I think that's about it. So overall, the campaign was really good, but it was short, and the multiplayer is just not fun, so can't really recommend it. So that's gonna be it. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will talk to you all later.